What's going on, everybody? It's funny because I tend to say that in a lot of my videos. Someone said that to me. But subscribe if you haven't. We have very interesting content coming up. And I want to say the reason why I don't edit all my stuff, there's two main reasons. One, because I don't have time, because I also working on music and I'm running this, so I do more of my energy goes into that. I have edited some videos and I actually do like doing it. It's just that I don't have time. And number two, real quick, when I don't really watch videos, and if I ever do watch videos, like I don't watch TV. I sold my TV when I was 18. I'm 28 now. So even when I do watch videos, I listen to them auditory. I don't really care about the views, like the actual view of it. I don't care what they're showing, you know. It just doesn't really matter to me because I'm more just, I like to hear. I just like to hear, basically. So in this video, we're going to talk about why there's evil in the world. More so evil people. And there's like three key factors to take away from here. Most of this I learned on my own. There's another guy, spiritual guy. I'm not sure how big he is, but his name is Hans Williams. It's spelled really weird though. I might put it down below. And he definitely knows what he's talking about. He's definitely older in age too. So he talks about, since I'll start it off of here, but I'll explain in my own terms. God, there's levels, you could say, to reality. Of course, we can only see so much in our reality, but we can feel other stuff, and obviously we can tap into the other realities by going into deep meditation. I will say though, you will probably need guidance to do that. You won't just be able to do that because it'd be a miracle. You'd be really shooting in the dark to go do that. And you'd probably have to be doing some type of special exercise, some certain meditation to get you into the spiritual, to tap into that, the transient stage, basically. God, everyone broke away from God, basically. And we got denser and denser and denser. If you ever hear of fallen angels, basically the devil, he can't roll over God. It's not possible. It's just not. He rolls over our three-dimensional world, if you want to call it that. And because that's all he can do. So evil runs our world, basically, because that's all he can do. Or she, it doesn't matter. It's more so an energy, and he doesn't completely run it, but he's over our world, and this is why evil things happen all the time, quote unquote. And that's basically it with that energy. So our world can get lower, and that's why he rolls above it, or she doesn't. And so that's all I want to say about that. That's what he brought to my attention, and I just re-explained it, basically. Now, the real reason there's evil people, the more prominent reason there's evil people in the world, and there's basically two key factors. One, I want to clear up the smoke because a lot of people don't understand this. Even people who are really smart and want to defeat the demons and evil, so to speak, which is a great atmosphere and it's a great quality. So evil people are just stuck in their head rapidly all the time, and they're getting fed their karmic collection, their karma that they have accumulated, and their thoughts are just always negative and negative and negative. How can that be? Well, because they're stuck in their head. And their negative patterns or their patterns of thinking are all negative. And this goes to point two, they've never had any love. So we just covered a lot, like really quick. Someone who is raised with love, they're not going to be doing these Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, and all these other people, wars, basically. They're not going to be initiating this, and they're going to be doing quite the opposite, such as Martin Luther King, Gandhi, Buddha, all the gurus. You can even say Jesus Christ, Nikola Tesla, all these very positive oriented people. I'm not saying some of these people are enlightened, but they're definitely doing the opposite of darkness, basically, or that negative low vibration. Anywho, it doesn't really matter about the people that I necessarily name, because that's not the topic of the video. What matters most is seeing how this is happening. So if you ever have a negative thought, these people have them nonstop. They also live in fear because they know what they're doing is wrong. And it's not, they don't necessarily know consciously. It's a weird subject to touch. It's almost like intuition. They know it's wrong, but they go against it. Anybody who's going against life is doing witchcraft and the whole 9 yards with evil rituals, dark energy, voodoo. They're going against life energy because life goes in one way, but they're going counterclockwise against it. Basically, that's all it is. That's why it creates resistance. So they're resisting, hence not letting go. And so these people never had love. So who has had love? There's a great, I haven't read his story or nothing about it, but I have heard this. So that famous, if you ever hear about this one famous yogi, I don't even know his name, Uganda or something like that. He's very famous, and he has that book, Autobiography of Uganda, whatever his name is. His whole life, he was raised by, especially his mother, which I found out recently, he was raised with love. And this is why he became this spectacular person, filled with love. I don't think he ever had sex. He never even dated a woman. And it's because no one was raised like that. No one was raised. His mother gave him so much love that he just grew. He just had so much love in him. He had so much discipline. He was like the epitome of a God in love because he was raised so much with it. Bill Gates and all these people doing these hideous things, they also hide it because they can't, obviously they can't, they're afraid, so they have to hide it. Hence the cults and all the things like that, basically. So that's one of the things, is that these people are stuck in their thoughts all the time. And it's basically non-stop. So they're definitely not enlightened. Because if somebody isn't enlightened, then they won't have these, they won't do all these things, basically. They just won't. You'll never see an enlightened person doing evil things, which you call evil, but they won't. They just won't. It's just as simple as that. So obviously these people don't have that. And also they don't have love. Because if you're raised with love, which most people aren't, because most people have distorted families, messed up families. And growing up, I can attest to that. Not only my family was a mess, everybody's family that I knew was messed up. There might have been like one family, maybe two. Actually, my next door neighbor, coincidentally, people that have tight-knit families like Asians and Mexicans usually do. They have tight-knit families. Don't ask me why. And they usually stick around with their families. Now, I don't know how healthy it all is. I don't know. There could have been stuff hitting. And I was younger. So pretty much everyone I knew had like a messed up family to some degree. So obviously there was corruption, mishaps, and there wasn't a lot of love, basically. And it was 99% of families that I knew, which is one of the key factors. A lot of people hold on to this childhood trauma. That's where most of it comes from the experience of the family and the environment, basically. And most people will run with that their whole life. So that's basically it. That's why there's evil people. They're stuck in their thoughts all the time. They were never showed love. So the dark energy of Satan, whatever you want to say, evil, negative energy, low vibration, it can have influence on people that are weak-willed. They run off that. So like wars, they run off of that. Doing stuff that goes against God, you know what I mean? Killing people. Evil intentions, bad intentions, runs off of that too. I will say at the end of this video, probably my son in the back. I actually got some footage. It was really good, but I'm probably not going to throw it in here because I'm not going to edit this. All evil people are two things, actually. They're all eventually coming to an enlightenment. Very slowly, they are coming. They're just resisting. Two, even the devil, even the dark energy, even demons, trolls, what are all these negative entities, super evil entities, pure evil, what they want subconsciously, they want to be loved. They do want to be loved. They want to know God. They do, because it's their natural essence. And they will eventually. But they don't know it, don't know about it, don't know how to get to it. And it's simple as that. So I hope this clears up some of the smoke around it. Have a nice day. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to post a video every day. Thank you. I appreciate it. Peace.